What up, guys? Hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. And waiting on some new Mini GT stuff to come in, as per usual. So I figured today we'd look at something kind of random and kind of funny, to be honest. I think it's hilarious. But yeah, so we got this Para64 Audi R8 LMS Evo 2. And it is in the OnlyFans livery. I guess this was from the 2024 GTWC Australia. So I don't know a whole lot about that race or that series, but I thought the car was funny and it looked pretty decent, so I went ahead and picked it up. And so yeah, we're going to take a look at that today. So this is my first ever Para64 in my collection. I know they do some other stuff and they're actually not too bad. They're pretty much on par with like Mini GT. But I know they do some other cool stuff. I've been interested, like they do the De Tomaso Pantera, like the old one. I know they do some other cool stuff, like the, what's it called? I think it's called this Civet or something like that. Civet V16 Turbo. And then I think I saw once that they were doing a Liberty Walk BMW i8, which is funky. But yeah, so they do some cool stuff. They do a lot of street cars too. They do some JDM. I know they've done some other versions of this Audi R8, but yeah, Para64 is a decent brand. Inside of the box right there, you can see the racetrack and then a little bit of like a render of the car on the back. 1/64 scale, of course. On the back right here, you have your UPC. It does say that it is officially licensed by Audi. Then it tells you 2024 release 3. And then there's some info on the back. Paragon is the parent company. Para64, I believe, is the line of 1/64 scale cars. So there's that. It comes in an acrylic case. And then there's the base. It tells you all the information about the car. Melbourne Performance Center, number 181. GT World Challenge Australia. That's the series. So it is a Fanatec series. We'll go ahead and take this one off the base because why not? But yeah, I did a quick count. This is only the 4th Audi R8 I have in my collection, and I've never really taken a close look at any of the Audi R8s. The Audi R8's a really cool car. I just never really got many of them. So yeah, I have this one obviously, and then not too long ago, I picked up this old Pop Race. It's the Go-Go X version. And then I have this one, which I've also never opened. Old Tarmac Works Macau GT Cup from 2016. And then I also got this Hello Kitty collab that Tarmac Works did. It's pretty cool. Opens up, you can see some pictures and stuff. So yeah, this is only the 4th Audi R8 I have. So, but yeah, it's definitely a cool car. And yeah, I don't know. I just thought this OnlyFans version was really funny, and so I picked it up. But for all you roller heads out there, we'll do a roll test. It does roll. Not super smooth, not super fast, but it does roll. The wheels do turn freely in there, so that is good. As you can see on the tires, it does have the yellow and red air valve lines on the spokes right there, but they're not done very well. The paint's a little rough on them and whatnot, but they are there, so that does add a little bit of detail on the wheels. Tires are just going to be smooth, no tread or anything. No brake details on these Para64s. But if you ignore the wheels, because the wheels do kind of look rough, they're kind of generic. I know it's the wheel that should be on this car, but they don't look great. No tire printing or anything. But if you ignore the wheels, it's actually a really nicely detailed car. But if you look closely at this one, you will see there's a ton of flaws on it. So it's not a super high quality car. And I don't know if all Para64 is like that, or if it's only the stuff that has the more complex liveries like this. But you can see on the side, you got the big OnlyFans logo. You got the number 181 box right there. Liqui logos. And then it's just got this nice white and light blue themed livery on it. To go with the whole OnlyFans theme, which I still think is really funny. But you got OnlyFans right there, right above the front wheel, and then you also have some louvered vents right above the wheel as well. They look pretty nice. On the front end right here, you do have the Audi logo in blue, along with your OnlyFans logos up on the hood. One thing I thought was kind of cool about it is it actually does have OnlyFans printed in white on the acrylic for the headlights, which is kind of interesting. I thought that kind of gave it a cool look, but you do have some other logos. You've got Pirelli, a little tiny OnlyFans logo right there above the canard. Some sort of logo right there. The front grille actually looks pretty good. I like this pattern that they do right there. The canards and the front lip all look pretty decent. No complaints there. You got this little bit of blue and white striping that goes up. On the windshield banner, like I said, you got Fanatec, and then you also have the placement counter. On the roof, big OnlyFans logo again, pretty simple with a white background. This side's going to be pretty much the same. I don't see too many differences. You do have a vent right here, and that's just painted in black, which is decent. Don't mind that. Engine bay, everything is done in kind of like this metallic silver color. You can see the support bars going across and the engine cover. Honestly, not too bad. It looks decent. Not like crazy detailed, but I think it serves its purpose well enough. And then the back glass looks pretty good. You actually do have, on this one, on each side of the window, you have this little open space right here for a vent, which is neat. And then on the rear spoiler, you got OnlyFans real big in black. On the sides, you have the Amazon logos. On the rear end right here, OnlyFans, yet again, you've got that brake light bar in the center. And then the actual taillights are done in acrylic. They're really nice, super red and clear. So you can see a little bit of detail down in there, so that looks nice. And then you've got your black exhaust tips back here. This little silver circle is going to be the little like air valve to lift the car up off the ground. And then you've got the Fanatec logo and then two Pirelli logos in the back as well with your rear diffuser details. And then you also have some venting back here as well behind the rear wheel. So all in all, it's actually a pretty decent casting. The base is going to be plastic on this one. And it is held together with screws. And then it also does tell you what it is on the bottom, which is nice with the Para64 logo. I do like that. But now, just in case any of you are interested in buying Para64 in general or this exact model, I'm going to go ahead and point out some pretty ugly flaws. So you'll see on the roof right here, in this particular lighting, when a bright light hits it, you can see that it does look to be decals. And it's not applied very well. Either that or the clear coat got pretty messed up, so it's really rough and I don't know, it looks really bad on the roof right there. And it's kind of the same on this windshield banner right here as well. You can kind of see some of that through there. So yeah, definitely, I don't know what their process is on doing these liveries. I'm thinking that this is all decaled, not tampo printed, and you can even see some of that like on the side right here. I'm sure you can see some on this side as well. Yeah, you can just see some of that like roughness in the paint. On the front end right here, you can see on the hood there's a bunch of paint defects, like some blotches, like they almost painted it dirty without like cleaning it or spraying it off with air. So you've got some imperfections right there. I know there was a couple other places as well. But yeah, you can see right there, there's another little blotch right there, and then it's got like some dirt or something stuck to it. Oh, maybe it came off. It looks like it came off, but yeah, ugly paint blotches throughout it that kind of stick up through the paint. You can see one right there on the F, little blue speck. So yeah, and then there's a little bit on this fender right here too, on the very edge. There's a little bit of paint imperfection right there. And the spoiler's really bad. Like you can see, like the decal is like kind of bubbling up, and like the text isn't centered with itself. Like this little decal right here should be a lot farther up, so it lines up with the rest of the word. So yeah, definitely not impressed as far as quality goes with this model. I kind of just got it because I thought it was funny, and also I figured I'd get it to kind of test out Para64 a little bit. But I mean, from a distance, when it's in the packaging and whatnot, it looks really cool. It definitely doesn't look bad, but if you are going to be taking it out and looking at it real close or doing like photos with it on like Instagram or Facebook, it's definitely not the best looking model. And like I said, I don't know if this goes for all Para64 stuff or if this is just something that happens with their race cars. I might pick up the Kentucky Fried Chicken livery version of this car and see if it's the same way. And who knows, maybe I just got a bad one. So if any of you guys collect Para64, let me know if this is kind of just how they are, or if I just got unlucky like I tend to do from time to time. But that's about all I have for you guys. Just want to take a look at this. Kind of a meme car. But yeah, it's not too bad. Aside from the quality control stuff and the wheels kind of being meh, it's not too bad. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we'll have a bunch of new Mini GT stuff to look at here soon. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.